4 different modes, and you can just cycle through all of them. Hey guys, Brad here. Today we're going to be taking a look at a jacket. This is a heated jacket by Fieldsheer. They sent us this jacket to take an honest look at, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, I don't normally review clothes, but you know, winter's coming and I love heated clothing. I think it is such a game changer, especially for construction guys like myself who, you know, we're outside working all the time, and having a heated panel in the coat is a plus. So I've tried a lot of different heated clothes out there, and I do really like this one. So I'm going to tell you what this thing comes with. For starters, you get the jacket. They also have other options out there, vests, other jackets, things like that. So make sure you check out the website. And they also have a lot of women's clothing as well. So lots to choose from. They give you a cable. It's a USB charging cable for the battery. And they give us a battery. This is a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, which is smaller than my iPhone Pro Max. This is the 13 Pro Max. A little bit smaller. It's light. It's not too heavy. Now the cool thing about this battery is it also has a flashlight on it for emergencies. When you turn it on, you press the button and you've got some different options. There's even an emergency option on here where it flashes. That's handy to have if you're outside, maybe walking your dog, or you drop your keys or something like that, and you need a little flashlight. You've got one on the battery pack. It also has a USB charging port on it, so you could plug in your phone if you wanted. If you needed to charge your phone in a situation, you could always keep a cable on you. And then this is the port for charging the actual battery. On the side here, we've got the hole for plugging into the coat, and on this side we've got the on-off button, and then we've got our power meter right here. This particular jacket has 4 heating zones, and you're probably wondering how long the battery lasts. So in the booklet here, it's telling us that with 4 heating zones and a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, with the heat on full, so the hottest setting, we're getting 3.2 hours. Then the next setting, we're getting 4.3 hours, 6.5 hours, and on the lowest setting, we're getting 13 hours. So that's the runtime on this battery, and that's what they're stating. Now there's other jackets that you can get that have even more heat panels in them. They go all the way up to 8 zones. So it depends on the jacket that you get. They all seem to come with this 4,000 milliamp hour battery. It has this small hole on it, so you probably would have to buy a second battery. It's not sort of a universal USB-C type connection. And that's what I found with a lot of these jackets out there, different brands, is that they have their own little connection. So I have yet to find one that has sort of a universal USB or USB-C. But that being said, that's a lot of runtime on the low setting, 13 hours. I would probably keep this on, you know, 75% on a real cold day, maybe. 4.3 hours, that's a long time. You can always grab a second battery, swap it out, and away you go. Or just plug it in and charge it while you're having lunch or coffee break or something like that. So you can also pair this with your phone. I'm gonna show you the app so you can control the jacket itself. A lot of people have their phone in their hands and they don't wanna dig into the coat itself to get that battery out. So you can actually control the 4 temperature settings from your app. You can also turn the jacket off. There's a little pamphlet here. I just thought I'd display this for you guys. So this jacket has a waterproof zipper on it. It's also water repellent as well. It has the light, which we've talked about, what they call rain guard, and that's the jacket itself. So you can get this thing wet. It's not gonna soak through. So perfect for, you know, shoveling snow, snowboarding. That's what I do. And it's a decent snowboarding jacket. It's also got the wind shear on it. So if you are, you know, going down a hill on a snowboard or skis or whatever, you're not gonna feel that wind coming through. But also if you're working like myself and it's super windy, you're not going to feel it. So it's a very nice warm jacket. We've also talked about the Connect. So it's a Bluetooth device that connects to your phone, and the battery is 4,000 milliamps, which is 7.4 volts. Now, when you're connecting it, there is a barcode on the back of your little instruction manual that you get. You just put your camera up to that and it'll send it to the app store, and bing bang boom, there you go. This jacket in particular has 4 heated panels. So there's 2 on the front and 2 in the back, and they are right here. So the inside, we have a little Velcro pocket here, which opens up. Nothing fancy, nothing on the right side. And then I'll zip this coat up. So on the front, we've got the zipper, obviously, and then we've got some Velcro tabs just to close it up. I really do like these for your hands. I find when you're wearing coats, I don't need to wear gloves a lot because my hands are quite warm, but having this part, it's kind of nice, you know, it keeps your upper part of your hand warm. You can put gloves on still. So I like this little addition here. Keeps snow out, so it's kind of a nice feature. Plus, you can tighten this right up. So if you want it tight, I typically like to have mine fairly loose. That's a nice little feature. Now I will say this, when you are going onto the website to purchase a jacket, just so you know, I am typically a large when I'm buying coats or jackets or anything like that. But I had to get an extra large to fit me. So I went 2 sizes larger than the actual size chart that's on the website. So keep that in mind. And I think it fits pretty good. You know, I've got lots of movement and I'm wearing a sweater and a shirt underneath this, which is something that I would probably recommend if you're wearing a jacket in the winter. Just food for thought. Also, I have fairly long arms and they fit perfectly. I really like the length and the fit of this jacket, but it is 2 sizes larger than I would normally get. For pockets, we've got just 2 pockets on the side. And we've got a chest pocket, which is perfect for a phone. You take your larger iPhone and it fits in there no problem, nice and slim. You can kind of see it in there. Got a nice small little logo, so it's not too flashy. You can see it's got a nice waterproof sealant on the zipper as well. And then to plug your battery in, on the right-hand side, we have the cable, and there's a little pouch in here as well that holds the battery. So all you do, plug it in, and I just press the button to turn it on, and then you can tuck it in this little pouch in the pocket inside another pocket, so it's out of the way of like your keys or whatever you got going on. As soon as I plug it in, down here this illuminates. So there's 4 settings. We got hot, we got the next level, and then the coolest mode. So 4 different modes, and you can just cycle through all of them. Now with the app, you can control that as well. So let's go into the app. I have to pair it. It says it's connecting. I've already connected. Shows my battery life. I'm at 100%. It shows the different modes. So you can see, I'm going to compare it down here. That's red. If I go blue, you can see it turns blue right away. Green, orange, red is the hottest. And that'll show you now the battery life is down to 75%. It was at about 75% earlier. I just had it on the charger. So it's kind of cool if, you know, you got your phone up here, you don't have to dig into your pocket. You can control it that way. I don't look at this so much as wanting to be able to control my jacket as I want to be able to see my battery life. Because you got the button right here, you don't really need to control it with a phone. That seems like a waste of time. But the fact that the battery life meter is on here is what I'm interested about. You know, you can actually see, oh, I'm running low on power. Maybe I'll just dial it down for now because I'm pretty warm and I want to have a battery lasting all day. So you got to think of that. So this also has a hood on it, as you can see. So you can pull the hood right over like that. We've got some drawstrings on the sides to tighten it up. There's also drawstrings on the bottom that can tighten this coat up. You know, if you want to be real snug in there, you can. Even though I'm saying using this jacket for work is good, it obviously depends on what kind of work you're doing. This isn't going to be tear resistant or anything like that when you're rubbing up against nails or bad framing or something like that. But for myself, I've got a couple different heated jackets. Some are more durable than others. So this I would use on a lighter day. I've got a heavier jacket that's heated that is more tear resistant, but it's a heavy jacket. You can really feel the weight of it. This is quite lightweight. I don't feel it pulling down on my shoulders at all. Depending on what you're doing or the comfort that you want, this might be for you. Now, when I turn this on, I can really feel the heat on my chest and my back, especially when I'm not wearing a sweater. I can really feel that heat coming through, and it does help a lot. It cuts that chill. You know how it's always colder after lunch than it was before lunch? You might want to turn it on, heat yourself up a bit, and then kind of acclimate back into that cold weather. That's what I like it for, because I'm always really cold right after lunch, or if you've warmed up and you got to go back out there, and you know how it is. So let's talk about wind. I hate wind, and this jacket does a great job at cutting out that wind. Part of the reason is because of these sealed up zippers. You're not getting the wind coming in there. It's got this double flap over the zipper, which I think is really important when you're trying to find a jacket. The zipper is exposed. I find I get that coldness coming through. I love this because it's very wind resistant. Now I want to show another thing with this power meter down here. This is also your on off button. So if you just hold this down, it turns on. So you don't actually have to go into the battery to press it to turn it on. You can just control it right here, and you can just hold it down, and that turns the unit off. That's really great. The only thing this jacket doesn't have is a power meter on the outside. I have seen some other jackets out there that have like a little power meter, maybe 4 bars or something like that. I mean, you don't need to be all teched up and having dials and meters all over you. The fact of the matter is you can just turn this on and be comfortable, and it's a great jacket. All right, guys, I hope the video was helpful. Please subscribe, hit that notify bell, and give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave some comments down below. If you've tried any of their other clothing, I'd love to hear from you, because Fieldsheer seems like a really good brand, and I'm really liking the comfort of this coat. I know this is gonna be my go-to coat for all kinds of things. So, all right, guys, keep on crushing it, and we'll catch you later.